2024 could easily be described as Boeing's most challenging year yet. From whistleblower scandals to serious safety concerns making international headlines, Boeing's once sterling reputation has been severely damaged. But now, something far more critical is at stake: the safety of astronauts aboard the International Space Station. Boeing had a golden opportunity to rebuild trust and transform public frustration into admiration with the Starliner project. However, that opportunity seems to be slipping through their fingers as the Starliner faces mysterious and potentially catastrophic issues. This is no longer just about corporate image. It's about the very lives of the astronauts relying on Boeing's technology. With the Starliner's future hanging in the balance, both Boeing and NASA are scrambling to find solutions. Yet, amidst the chaos, there appears to be one clear and dependable option for getting the astronauts back home safely: SpaceX. In this video, we will dive into how this unfolding crisis could end with SpaceX once again stepping in to save the day, just as they've successfully done before. But before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on this and other significant developments. The Starliner's journey has been anything but smooth. Even before its much-anticipated successful docking with the International Space Station, Boeing's spacecraft faced numerous obstacles and setbacks. Originally slated for earlier dates, the Starliner's first crewed launch on May 6th was abruptly called off due to a malfunctioning valve in the Atlas V rocket, responsible for regulating pressure in the upper stage. This critical issue forced a last-minute cancellation, pushing the launch date back. When the mission was rescheduled for June 1st, hopes were high, but another hurdle appeared. A computer card issue in the ground launch sequencer triggered an automatic hold just moments before liftoff. Engineers traced the problem to a faulty power supply unit in one of the ground control computers, requiring its replacement before another launch attempt could be made. Despite these setbacks, Boeing finally achieved a successful launch on June 5th from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Aboard the Starliner were veteran NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, who had the crucial task of testing the spacecraft's systems in preparation for future operational missions. The spacecraft reached a stable orbit and docked with the International Space Station on June 6th, marking a significant milestone in the mission. At this point, one might assume that the worst was over. However, the challenges for Boeing and the Starliner crew were far from behind them. The technical problems that had plagued the mission from the start continued to cast a shadow, leading to delays that extended the return mission. Initially, the Starliner was scheduled to return on June 18, 2024, but this timeline was pushed back due to the need for additional preparations, including spacewalks planned for June 13th. Unfortunately, these spacewalks were canceled due to discomfort issues with the spacesuits, adding to the growing list of complications. The return date was then moved to June 22, 2024, yet even this new schedule faced postponements due to persistent technical challenges that continued to jeopardize the mission's success. Once aboard the International Space Station, the crew adhered to strict safety protocols, awaiting their return to Earth. When the time came, SpaceX's Falcon 9 safely delivered the astronauts back home, a testament to SpaceX's reliability and growing dominance in space transportation. However, for Boeing, the idea of being rescued by SpaceX is a bitter pill to swallow. This isn't just a logistical issue, it represents a significant blow to their pride. Being outshined by a relatively new player in the space industry is a harsh reminder of how the tables have turned. Boeing, after all, has a long and storied history in aerospace. With an initial capital of just $100,000, the company quickly rose to become a titan in the industry. By the time SpaceX was founded in 2002, Boeing was already a colossal entity, with a market capitalization exceeding $70 billion. They were a household name, backed by decades of experience and unmatched resources in aerospace engineering. Space exploration was their domain. But then came SpaceX, starting from much humbler beginnings, yet rapidly gaining ground thanks to innovative strategies and a string of successful missions. SpaceX's rise wasn't just a disruption, it was a revolution. Their spacecraft Dragon, developed under NASA's Commercial Crew Program, stood toe-to-toe with Boeing's Starliner. The program's aim was clear: to create cost-effective transportation to and from the International Space Station. NASA had bet on both Boeing and SpaceX to lead the future of space travel, but the emerging picture reveals an unexpected shift in power. NASA awarded contracts to both Boeing and SpaceX under the Commercial Crew Program, hoping to foster competition and innovation in space travel. Boeing secured a $4.2 billion contract, while SpaceX received $2.6 billion. Despite the larger funding, Boeing's Starliner program has been plagued with delays and technical setbacks, far exceeding initial expectations. The Starliner was supposed to be operational by 2017, yet continuous challenges have pushed that timeline further and further. Meanwhile, SpaceX, with a smaller budget, managed to develop its Crew Dragon more efficiently and with remarkable success. SpaceX achieved a significant milestone with Crew Dragon's first uncrewed test flight in March 2019, followed by its first crewed mission in May 2020. Since then, Crew Dragon has been utilized for multiple missions, earning recognition as one of the safest spacecraft in the world. What makes this situation even more striking is that both the Crew Dragon and Starliner were developed under the same NASA program. Despite Boeing's larger budget and greater resources, it's SpaceX that has emerged as the more reliable and capable partner for NASA. So how could a giant like Boeing falter so dramatically in handling a critical spaceflight mission? Several factors are at play. One major issue is Boeing's internal struggles, which have significantly impacted the Starliner project. The company has faced a series of quality control problems, many of which have been seen in its commercial aircraft sector as well. Unlike SpaceX, which is laser-focused on rocket launches and space exploration, Boeing's business portfolio is vast, spanning commercial aviation, defense, and space. This diversification has led to Boeing's leadership and resources being stretched thin across multiple sectors. As a result, Boeing has been grappling with multiple crises at once, leaving critical projects like the Starliner vulnerable to delays and missteps. Boeing's troubles extend beyond the Starliner program. The company has also been dealing with the fallout from the grounding of the 737 MAX and production issues with the 787 Dreamliner. These ongoing crises have raised concerns among industry experts and led many to question whether NASA should reconsider its investment in Boeing's Starliner. Some even suggest halting any further funding for the program, especially since Boeing has already incurred estimated losses of around $1.5 billion on top of its NASA contract. It's understandable that NASA wants to avoid a monopoly by not funneling all its resources into one company, but there are other reliable alternatives, aside from SpaceX, that could meet NASA's needs. One such contender is the Dream Chaser project, which is nearing its first orbital flight test. The Dream Chaser spacecraft offers a unique approach compared to Starliner and Crew Dragon, bringing innovative capabilities and a distinct design to the table. Often referred to as the mini shuttle, the Dream Chaser is designed to be reusable and can land on conventional runways. This horizontal landing capability is a significant advantage over the vertical landing approach used by both Starliner and Crew Dragon capsules. Dream Chaser can carry both crew and cargo, making it a versatile option for NASA's future missions. And that concludes today's update. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.